Hello everyone and welcome to the N.A.R.C.N Network. I'm Dean, the host of the N.A.R.C.N Network and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. And I'll be taking you on a journey through narcissism, understanding the narcissist, and understanding the narcissist-related disorders. Today I'm going to be presenting to you episode 6 on the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. And episode 6 is entitled, How I Got Over My Narcissist. Now, some people on the N.A.R.C.N Network have been asking me some questions again here about how I've been able to get past the issues that I've had with my narcissist. I did actually broach this topic on another N.A.R.C.N Network video some time ago, but I'm going to talk here just briefly on the Unmasking the Narcissist channel about what went on with myself and my narcissist and how I've been able to overcome some of the issues here that I dealt with this person in their dealings with me. So we'll get right into it here. And first of all, I just want to say to you guys, you know, there's probably tons of you out there who are dealing currently with a narcissist and think that, you know, that it's probably, or feel that it's probably one of the worst events that you've ever dealt with in your life. And no doubt it probably is, because I can tell you from the experiences that I've had with some of the narcissists in my life, because I've had more than one actually over the past 10 years, it can be a very, very traumatizing thing to deal with. But one of the primary things for me that has made me able to really get past the things that have occurred with me is my own very deep sense of spirituality and understanding within the realms of those things, or within the realm of spirituality. But also the factor too that I have always been highly, highly interested in the science of things and what goes on. So whatever I present on the N.A.R.C.N Network, I base on whatever solid science I can actually present to you guys as far as what I've experienced here. And I present a little bit of my own spirituality as well within the confines to give you some insight of both of those things. And hopefully this helps you guys in some particular manner to understand what may be going on in your own situations. But predominantly for me, one of the things that's helped me more than anything here is actually studying the science of narcissism. Now, there's a massive amount of stuff out there that you have to learn in order to understand scientifically what might be really going on with your narcissist. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of reading, it takes a lot of research. But for me, having studied the narcissist I dealt with most recently, this has been a massive positive learning experience for me, and actually not a negative one. And one of the reasons I'm able to look at what's gone on with me in a much less hurtful way is through the science of understanding what might be going on with that person. Now, of course, we have some narcissistic experts out there, like Kevin from the Royal We channel and Dave from Narcology Unscripted, and those individuals, though they do employ some degree of science within their channels, they look at narcissism from a much more kind of spiritual way, or perhaps even a religious way, and they may envision narcissists as being, you know, just very evil people who were possibly sent by the devil to deal with you and to mess up your life. Now, if you do believe in that stuff, that's absolutely fine. I have nothing to say positive or negative in that particular aspect. I understand religion and I understand the outlook of religious people on narcissism. I do watch religious narcissism videos as well too, and I do follow what these individuals, experts, say about those particular topics in a respectful manner. And sometimes I even comment on them also as well in a very respectful manner. For myself, I look upon narcissism from more of a science-related side of things, because we do know, as I've stated in other previous N.A.R.C.N videos, that there's a lot of current science going on with narcissism and investigating how the actual physical aspects of how the narcissist is not the same as some regular individuals is coming to light, and we're learning a lot about how the narcissist mind works based on the actual physical abnormalities and the physical abnormal electrical function of the brain actually functions within the narcissist's mind, let alone how they behave and whatever all their behaviors are as well too, which we all know all of these factors basically incorporate into what you're dealing with the narcissist. So for myself, a large majority of where I've landed with my narcissist and with my other narcissists, but we're talking about the primary one here that I talk about on the network most of the time. I've done so much study into this person in the past 2 years that I think I understand quite well what might be going on with them. I may not be 100% correct as to what's going on with them. I'm not sure that that person themselves completely knows what's going on with them, although they are highly intelligent and very well articulate. If you were to meet my narcissist, the first thing you would notice about her is that she's very intelligent. She seems to have her shit together in her life in some ways, and that's the image that she presents to most people who deal with her. And that's the image that most people see, even if she might be a narcissist and her life might be somewhat upside down in some other ways. So as far as dealing with her, I think that she probably knows what's going on with her, probably does not want to admit what's really going on with her in this way, because she's had so much trauma or things that have affected her in her life. She may not be able to actually admit to those things or openly admit to people around her, or even people that care about her, what she might actually be, or to seek help, because as we know, it's very, very difficult for high-level and ultra-level and greater-level narcissists to seek help of any nature. Even mid-levels and lowers, they don't really want to seek help for their condition because they personally don't believe that they have a condition or that there's anything wrong with them, even if they may be treating other people like complete crap around them and putting on a persona that they're superior to everyone else around them, even though this may not be the case. So what I've learned from the science aspects of narcissism has really helped me to understand the narcissist in my life, understand all the narcissists in my life, and to be able to understand that whatever is presenting with these people here, they may not be able to help this. And of course, this again is based on what your particular outlook is. You have religious people who follow that particular thing who will tell you that these individuals all know what they're doing, and they're doing this on purpose because they're just evil, and they're just this is the makeup of the narcissist. I don't necessarily believe that this is the case. I have a different outlook in some large aspects here, and my outlook comes from a more scientific-based, knowledge base than some of just these other ideas. So me being able to understand my narcissist using science and using practical knowledge, as well as some of my own spirituality and some other things that go on there, has really been what has made it able for me to not take whatever has occurred with my narcissist so much to heart. I think that my narcissist has a lot of problems, and those things were created in her when she was younger through some things that have occurred with her, some conditioning, some abuse, and some of those things. I don't fault her at all in those ways for what she's done with me. I think that she probably has a whole mess of stuff going on that makes her behave the way that she does. And if anything, I seek to understand what those things are, and even if I could, to help in some way, but I was not aware of the depth of these things at the time that I was dealing with her, because most of my current narcissistic study has gone on in the past 2 years, and the large majority of it, of the really intense study, has gone on in about the past 14 months or so, or a little bit more time than that, where I've learned more about what may be going on with her and what may be affecting her, and how that affected the way she treated me and treated her other appliances. So this is where I find most of my power in understanding what's gone on with my narcissist, is through the science of understanding who she might be and understanding who all narcissists are and how they function. And this is what's given me a lot of my insight and formed me to be able to deal with what's going on at the moment here. And I actually am very grateful for this, because I can tell you at the moment, for myself dealing with this narcissist and another one that I have in my life previously before her, I don't take anything they do personally, but this does not mean that I condone anything that they've done to me as well too. They do have to assume responsibility for the things that they have done in their lives. If they cannot conduct themselves properly with other human beings, and things happen to them that may be of a negative nature in this particular way, they do have to pay attention to these things as well too, and they do have to take responsibility for these things, because however they conduct themselves and whatever response they get from their victims in kind, they are responsible for. Just like I'm responsible for my own conductivity with my narcissist. If I did anything with her that perhaps upset her at the times that I was with her, or any other narcissist I may be dealing with, I am responsible completely for that, and I am the first one to step forward and say, yes, I did those things absolutely, and I take complete responsibility for them. I have nobody to blame but myself. As well as even dealing with my narcissist, what went on with my narcissist, what went on with my narcissists in particular, plural, whatever went on with them, I allowed. They were just behaving as they were for the narcissistic issues that they have with me. Like this, I cannot blame them for those narcissistic attributes that they may have or conditions that they suffer from. These things were put upon them by other people and other conditioning that was not my fault before I existed in their lives. And they function in accordance to those things that govern them and their narcissistic issues. I am responsible for connecting with these people. I am responsible for letting them do whatever they did to me in those ways. I chose to let things pass, and I chose to let them do whatever they did, and I take full responsibility for that. I do not put that blame on them in that way, even though they should assume their own responsibilities for whatever it is they may have done. But of course, as we know, narcissists don't want to assume responsibility for much of anything that they really do with you. And this is just part of their functionality as narcissists. So I hope this gives you guys a little bit of an idea of how I look at what happened to me with my narcissist in life and how I've managed to get over these things. Hopefully a little bit of this insight would help you. You know, like I've said, if you're dealing with a narcissist in your life, find out as much information as you can about them. Find out as much scientific information as you can. This will make you aware of who they are and what you're really dealing with. And hopefully it will aid you in breaking that cycle with them or getting away from them if this is what you intend to do or try to do. And as well, if I can give you any advice here that's really solid advice, just know you are not responsible for anything that really went on with this person, apart from maybe one or two things that you may have done as far as reactionary measures in dealing with this narcissist in this way, because all of us do things that somebody else doesn't like. We even do things to the narcissist that sometimes the narcissist does not like, and they take this into account when they're dealing with us as well too, and this governs their behavior with us as well too. So just know that you were not the person who caused all this to happen, most likely. A narcissist is a narcissist. They behave those ways because of conditioning within their own state of being. It has very little to do with you. So this has been episode 6 on Unmasking the Narcissist. Hope this gave you guys a little bit of information about what's gone on with me and how I've managed to surmount the issues with my narcissist. I'm going to say to you guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay tuned. I've got some new stuff coming up on the N.A.R.C.N network, and I have some new stuff coming up on Unmasking the Narcissist as well too. And I'll catch you guys really soon. Have an awesome rest of your day.